Here's your third guy for this episode. Give it up loud, Brett Hiker, everybody, come out! All right, you guys ready for my brand of humor? You have very little choice. When I tell people I'm a comic, I still get a lot of people who are like, oh, really, you're a comic? Say something funny. Or do one of your bits. And I had this one friend who's an asshole. I've avoided telling him I'm a comic for the longest time. When he finally found out, he goes, you're a comic? What brand of humor do you do? And I was like, what? He goes, no, what brand of humor do you do? And I was like, I don't know what that means. And he just kept asking, so finally I was like, oh, okay. Pirate humor. And like I said, he's kind of a jerk, so right away he's like, what? That's dumb. You just do jokes about pirates? It's like, no. These are jokes strictly for pirates. That's why I get so many cruise ship gigs. Here's a weird question. Why is it rude to ask a girl how much she weighs, but it's romantic to just sweep her off her feet and then quietly estimate? It's like deuce and a half. I had a buddy tell me that we're not officially old until you wouldn't have sex with someone who's twice your age. Yeah, I'll pause while you guys do the math real quick. To me, like, that's such a flawed theory because, like, I'm 30 and I've never put a limit on it, but I don't see myself having sex with a 60-year-old. But when I'm 60, I don't see myself saying no to a 120-year-old. Suddenly, it's just... Here's an even weirder question. Would you guys rather be shot or stabbed? How about you in front, Purple? Stabbed. Why stabbed?
Better chances.
What's that?
Better chances.
You have better chances of what? What's that? Of living. That's a great answer. That's what I said too. I was having this argument with a buddy, and I was like, I'll take stabbed for that reason. I think I'll survive that. And he's like, no. This is to death. And then I was like, well, then of course I'll take shot. Like the reason guns were invented, because they're better at killing people than knives. It's like asking like a death row inmate, hey, would you rather be executed by firing squad or by geek squad? And to me, it's really the twist he threw on halfway through. It's on a par with asking someone, hey, would you rather be shot or have a handful of corn nuts shoved up your ass? And you're like, what? Neither. But I mean, if I had to choose, I'll take the corn nuts. And right away he's like, no. This is to death. Because, I mean, that changes everything, right? I mean, what flavor corn nuts? Really just comes down to ranch or shot, right? I talk about drugs for a moment. The last time that I smoked pot, and I didn't quit, this is a story from earlier today. The last time I smoked pot, I did it on an empty stomach. And which is, no one ever talks about that, but it's a bad idea. It's just like drinking on an empty stomach. And you just wind up more intoxicated than you ever wanted to be. And you know, like after like an hour, I realized I am not doing good. I need food right now. But I don't have any food in my house. So I was like, I'll just go down to the deli and get a sandwich. And I thought I could handle myself in public. And here's where things went wrong. The guy at the deli was just applying mayo like it was our most renewable resource on the planet. And mayo is gross. I mean, if it comes down, I know Keith was talking about it. If it comes down between like a mayo sandwich and shot, I'm taking shot. But he was like applying mayo, not even with a knife. He was using a spatula to apply mayo to these sandwiches. And so I walked up to him and I was like, whoa, hey, buddy, no mayo. And he just stopped and stared at me like I was insane. Then I looked around, it was like a crowded deli, and everyone was staring at me like I was crazy. And that's when I realized, that's not my sandwich. And the way that I knew that is because I hadn't ordered yet. I walked in not 5 seconds prior, then like some insane king making new laws upon the land, just started shouting, "No mayo! For anybody from here on out! If you really crave it, you can wait till the purge." If you guys don't know what the purge is, it's 12 hours where both mayo and murder are illegal. Exactly. This guy's with me. I'm recently single, and the reason was, I'll tell you the story. I was dating a vegetarian, and I tried to impress her. I invited her over for dinner, and she was kind of like a pseudo-vegetarian. She ate like some fish and whatnot, so I didn't really know what to make her. But I made her Indian food with scallops in it, and I was like, "This will be perfect." And it turned out really good. It was really good food, and she went back for seconds, and she really enjoyed it. But she got halfway through seconds, and all of a sudden stopped and like dropped her fork on her plate and goes, "Wait a minute. Do I eat scallops?" And I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Wait a minute, what is a scallop?" And I was like, "You know what? I don't know that either." And then she goes, "They're not cute, are they?" Because that's her standard whether things were edible or not, is whether it's cute. Like, she could be like laying in a field covered in squirrels, but the moment like a one-eyed squirrel with a goiter comes by, that's lunch. And so she's like, "We gotta find out what these are before I eat another bite." And so she made me Google it. And so I got on Google Images and I Googled it. And you guys know what scallops are, right? Like, it just turned out they're like clams, they're like mussels. It wasn't exciting at all. I was like, "That's really stupid." And she's like, "Well, show me the picture." And I was like, "Hold on a sec," because I'm sitting across from her at the table. She can't see the laptop screen. And I pause, I go, "It's still loading." Then I think, what's the cutest animal I can think of? And I lucked out. I thought of the cutest animal in the world, which you guys know what that is. It's a thing called a sugar glider. Yeah. If you don't know what a sugar glider is, it's this thing that you can get in exotic pet stores. They look like a cross between like a mouse and a raccoon, and they love humans. They'll ride around in your pocket, and they look like a Beanie Baby that just pulled off a bank heist. They're the cutest animal ever. And I found a picture of a guy holding 5 baby ones in one hand. Each one hugging a different finger and peeking out around it with a cute ringed face. And so I click on that, and I turn my computer around, and I was like, "Oh, these are scallops." And I'm still working on how to describe her reaction. My best description is that she reacted like, imagine the head of the PTA finding out she had just accidentally smoked crack. Like, stood up and was like, "No! No! I did not eat those! I did not eat those! Scallops live in the ocean!" And I was like, "Yeah, that guy better get his hand back in the water quick." And she was like, well, we ate looked nothing like that." And I was like, "Well, you gotta understand, they were clearly sliced." And so she takes the computer from me, she stares at it for a moment, she goes, No, those are those things. Those are those cute raccoon mouse things you can buy at exotic pet stores." I was like, "Yeah, they're called scallops." And now I'm single. Thanks, guys. I'm Fred Hiker.